Struggling for something to do with your kids this summer holiday?
I like my new shoes.
Then this is the recipe for you. Hi everyone, welcome to Black Cat Kitchen. I hope you're doing well. Today we're making Cafe Noir biscuits. These are a light and buttery biscuit with a beautiful coffee topping. These are so easy to make and you can get your kids involved right from step one. If you're worried about the coffee sending your kids off the wall, these are easily adaptable to their favorite flavors. You could do fruit, you could do chocolate, you could even do lemon with a little bit of lemon zest on top, and they would be beautiful. This may seem like a simple recipe, but if you follow me on Instagram, you know I've recently been visiting my family in Canada, and I'm feeling just a little bit jet-lagged. So let's get started. See the description below for a list of ingredients. We're going to preheat our oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Into our bowl goes 140 grams of plain flour, half a tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of sea salt, and 1 teaspoon of caster sugar. We're going to give that a quick mix and then we'll add our butter. Into our mix goes 30 grams of chilled cubed butter. We're just going to work this together with our fingers. This is where it's great to get the kids in. Just break up the butter between your fingers and rub it all into that floury mix. We're looking for that wet sand consistency, so if you squeeze it in your hand and you notice most of it holds together, that's what we want here. And now we can add the liquid to bring it all together. We're going to gradually add in our 75 milliliters of milk. You may not need it all, so start with half and then work your way up. You want to be careful not to overwork it at this point because we want the dough to be nice and flaky. You want this to be a nice rollable consistency, so this is looking pretty good. Make sure you flour your work surface and then move your dough onto the floured area. And we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of flour on top so that our rolling pin doesn't stick. We're going to roll these pretty thin, about the size or the thickness of a 1 pound coin. That's a loonie for you Canadians. And I'm just gently turning my dough as I work so that I don't have to add any more flour and so that it doesn't stick to my board. Traditionally, these are cut into rectangles, but I love the look of a round biscuit on the side of my cup of coffee, so I'm using this little round cutter. Just cut out your rounds, give it a gentle wiggle, and then we'll transfer these to our baking tray. Give them a little bit of space on the tray. The baking powder will really cause them to puff up. You'll just want to dock your biscuits a little bit here, just with a fork. Just helps give them a nice rise and makes sure they're nice and crispy. These go into the oven for 12 to 15 minutes until they're golden all over. Let them cool to room temperature and then we'll get started on our icing. We're going to mix in 1.5 tablespoons of espresso or really strong coffee into 175 grams of royal icing sugar. If you can't find royal icing sugar, use regular icing sugar but use less liquid because it won't set up as firm. Or you could add a little bit of meringue powder to your regular icing sugar and that will help it set up as well. This is where all the flavor comes from in this recipe. So you can use lemon juice, you can use fruit juices, or add a little bit of cocoa powder and milk, and that will make a really nice chocolatey icing. You can really customize this to your and your kids' favorite flavors. Once that's nice and combined, we're ready to dip. I find the best way to do this is just get in there. So dip, twist it a little bit, just to get a little bit of that excess off, and then set it on a wire rack to cool. If you want to be extra fancy, you can pipe the icing on with an icing bag, but this is so much more fun. Dip, give it a little shake, and cool. I know it's really tempting to dive in straight away, but let them firm up for about 30 minutes. The icing will go nice and matte on the top, and then they're perfect and ready to eat. The coffee flavor just hits you. It's so strong, it's so lovely. And you've got that really lovely light, soft biscuit underneath. It's so delicious. I hope you love it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and share this video with your family and friends. We'll see you next time.